Issue of discussion, where as youths across the country plan to protest high cost of living across the country, President Bola Tinubu has pleaded with aggrieved Nigerians to shelve the action. And President Tinubu noted in his plea conveyed by the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, that he is aware of the plights of Nigerians and he is working assiduously to address all their concerns. And he also said that efforts are in place to restore the economic glory of the country. Tunde, let me come to you on this. This protests that is being planned between the next month, between the 1st and 10th of next month, many are saying...
15th. Sorry? 15th.
Okay, well...
It's supposed to be 1st of August. It's from
15th to 15th of August.
Right. So, but many are saying that this protest, there is, let's say, palpable fear that it could be hijacked, that if care is not taken, we would see a repeat of what happened in the NSAS protests. Do you agree? And do you think this protest is necessary?
Well, yes. Everybody, the whole country is aching one way or the other. We are under one suppression or the other. Economic suppression, emotional suppression, domestic suppression, a lot of things is happening. But as far as I'm concerned, like somebody who has, at least since I can say, specifically since 1978, I've witnessed protests in Nigeria from the 1978 and up to Alimongo protest and some other things. And the question I always ask is that in as much as every Nigerian citizen has an inalienable right to protest and to complain about what is happening, we have that right and nobody can take it from us. But my own fear is that Nigerians, we have never known how to do something in a peaceful manner. From 1978, we know what happened in 1978. Somebody, Adekunle was shot, and a lot of people died. And in 1989, during the SAP riot, a lot of things happened. But the question I keep on asking is that if we can make our protest to be peaceful as possible, but you also know that in Nigeria, there are a lot of miscreants all over the place. Ordinary peaceful process that people will just be going, some people will go and provoke them. And those people who will go and provoke them, the people who are protesting have no power to resist them. And those people who are provoking them have one intention, to loot, to maim, to kill. That has always been our problem. If organizers of protests in Nigeria can ensure that the protests will not be hijacked, and if their motive is pure, because as far as I'm concerned, a woman selling that the whole total average income per day is 2,000 naira. If you prevent her from going to work any day, you are going to affect her family. And from what happened during the NSAS, we cannot say we have gained anything as far as I'm concerned. We have only made our intention known to government. It should not be violent in any way, because if it is violent, it means the motive for those people planning it is different. It is good to call the village people out to a village square to say, Kabiyesi said we should share something. But can you control the commotion that will happen when you are doing the sharing? Can they give Nigerians surety that this particular protest will be as peaceful as possible? Because right now in Nigeria, if anything happens, I always tell people that the poor man is the one that will always suffer. While the rich people have their passport in their pocket, they will run away.
But surely that should be the role of the police to protect.
The police should protect in Nigeria. But do you know in Nigeria that, like I said, there's a lot of emotion all over the place. If those people are organized, because you have, the moment you organize a protest and you cannot control it, you have lost it. And people will give you another meaning entirely. So they have to find a way of making sure that people behave themselves. Go to US now. People can stay in front of White House for 10 days now with your blanket and you there. Nobody will come and touch you. But I think our Nigerian police, they are becoming more matured by the day, because I've experienced protests in 1978. I know what happened in 1982, 1989, a lot of things. But from their attitude now, they are becoming more matured. But I think they should not also provoke. You have every right to protest. Right. And they should also not disturb the economic activities. Because you look at what happened in Kenya. The man now came out to say that he was misinformed. So we should allow our protests to be result-oriented.
Right. Right. Let me have your thoughts on this, CK, and before we move on, before we end this show.
Yes, just as rightly said, nobody can stop anybody from protesting in Nigeria. that has been established. Not even the police, not the IG of police. The Supreme Court of the Federal Republic of Nigeria have settled that protest is a fundamental human right, and every Nigerian has the right to protest. So that is why when I see some of this statement coming from security and the rest of them, it doesn't make any sense. You cannot stop anybody. That is one. We talked about that protest in Nigeria has always been met with violence and the rest of them. That's a large extent. I disagree. The NIC just had a protest. It was very peaceful. And why was it peaceful? Because security agency was able to provide them with the necessary security. It is the duty of the police to provide security for people protesting so that it will not be hijacked by hoodlums or other people. That is the fundamental job of the police and security agents. That is two. Three is the fact that, for goodness sake, most often that there have been protests in this country that were not hijacked. During the petroleum protest, Occupy Nigeria, that all of us were going to eat rice at Ojota here for this. Was anybody shot? Was anybody killed? None. So, police were everywhere provided. But you know the problem we're having now. There are some designated places for protest. Let me take Lagos and Abuja. For Abuja, it is the Ganifa Emi Park in Ojota here. No, what is Lagos? Lagos, I said, sorry, in Lagos. The Ganifa Emi Park, just at Ojota. People are supposed to go there. It was made for protest. You go there, police will provide security. People will protest from there, they go. In Abuja, there's the fountain, whatever. In Abuja, just in front of Nikon Hilton. But what has happened? The day that people want to go, the police will go and barricade the place. They will not allow them to enter. Then that becomes a problem. And I've always said this. Some people say, oh, always mentioning, oh, the NSAS, there was destruction. The NSAS was not terribly a protest. It was a peaceful protest by young Nigerians. Most of them matured. All they were doing is converge at the Lekki toll gate. They were playing, I was there. They were playing music for this. It was not until security agencies came and started shooting that this went where hoodlums were able to hijack the situation and cause mayhem. And that is why I say it is necessary for the security agencies to be able to map out. And the only person out of government presently that has said anything that makes sense to me is the Minister of Information. I commend him. He's doing his job. I heard his statement yesterday. Anybody that listened to him yesterday will say that this man, not this one that have been going around and naming people that imaginary people are those behind it, and we are ready to match you leg by leg, hand by leg. It doesn't work. The President Ruto tried it in Kenya, and it didn't work. At the end of it, what happened? He came back to be able to talk. The best time for us, the government, to do now is to dialogue. Try to look for those behind the leaders, hold them to a dialogue, speak with them, talk to them in a manner so that we can be able to make that we're going to stop the protest. I don't know how we're going to do it.
All right, that's where we have to end today's conversation on this very crucial topics we've had today. Thank you so much, my gentlemen, in the studio. Chris Kehinde, Wandu, and Tunde.
It's a pleasure being here.